You are now tuned into Table Talk Radio with Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson. Comedian Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson. Back to us.
With everybody, welcome back to Table Talk. We are back always with my ace boom, David Young. What's up, David?
Hey, how is it going?
Man, I can't complain. We are coming to you live from the home office.
Yeah.
Since as we are no longer in said restaurant.
Yeah.
Anymore. But I did make strawberry cake.
Hey, and I ordered pizza.
So it's like we're at a restaurant, but where we don't pay as much money.
Yeah.
That strawberry cake was doing it.
Got an extra large Papa John's for $10.
I've eaten 2 pieces of cake, Dave. When you were setting up the equipment, another piece of cake.
Our own vice. It worked out.
I'll eat that whole cake if I don't.
And I'll eat that whole pizza if I don't.
Ugh, I can't with this. We're sitting here watching the Cavalier Hawks game.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter.
There's a 1-point game.
It's probably going to be some massive upset or something. I don't even know who's projected to win. Probably the Cavs because LeBron.
Yeah, but Atlanta's not. Never mind. They've missed the last 3 shots. I'm done with them. I think
they came back from down like 18 points, though. They're doing okay. I unfortunately haven't really seen much of the playoffs so far. I've been trying to follow the Hawks and I've been trying to follow the Warriors because they've been historically amazing. And they're continuing to be as they move into the next round.
I watched Hawks Celtics, but I was stood up at a bar, so I didn't have anything else to do because my battery on my phone was about to die.
Was that the game they won or lost?
That's the game that they won.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Where they beat them?
I don't know. By the end of it, I was drunk, Dave.
Oh. So it didn't really matter.
It's like porn.
Yeah.
I caught the middle. I know just enough to get there. So let's jump straight into what I want to talk to you about, which is my favorite thing in the world.
Walking Dead?
The Jungle Book.
Yeah.
So
what did you think?
Did you see it in 3D?
I did see it in 3D.
It was everything.
It was great.
It was weird to know that Shere Khan can still fuck me up as an adult.
Yeah, he was creepy as hell.
With the little puppy thing, I don't want to give away too much, but when he had the puppies and all the other puppies went down and then he went and just held the puppy and then was like, never mind. I was like, ugh!
Yeah, he was so creepy. And one thing that I love about it that I didn't find out until after I saw it, but I wouldn't have believed it, is the entire movie was shot in like a soundstage, like a studio in L.A., even though the entire movie takes place in the thickest rainforest you've ever seen. And it looks identical to a real rainforest. It looked like they shot it in some jungle somewhere.
Well, I follow Disney on Instagram, and so they were showing a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff, like when the monkeys were passing him over his head and he was tumbling. That was all people in green suits.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of thing. So, I mean, it was dope, though. And I was, I don't know, I think I was just worried about it because that was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. You know what I would like to see them come back with from kid movies, and they haven't done? The motherfucking Sword in the Stone.
That would be good. You mean it like a live action, this type of deal, or like
like they did the Jungle Book.
Yeah. Well, really, Jon Favreau seems like he can do no wrong at this point. The director of the Jungle Book. He also directed at least one Iron Man. I think it was the first Iron Man.
Yeah, and he was in one of my favorite movies ever, Chef.
Yeah, Chef is fantastic too. Yeah, because I mean, I won't say he's just a fantastic actor necessarily. He's not bad. He doesn't make a movie with his acting, but he's a good actor. And he's in a lot of good movies, and he directs a lot of good movies. Yeah. Talented guy.
Yeah, he's got the old vision down pat.
Right.
So yeah, Jungle Book was great. Have you seen any other movies recently?
A similar type of theme. I saw Zootopia. Did you?
No, I wanted to go see it. But you have a girlfriend,
to.
Which explains why this is even a conversation.
I know. Otherwise, we would have seen it.
Did you see it in 3D?
No.
Oh, that seemed like one, too, that you had to...
It probably would have been cool.
Just borrowed some of those glasses right over there. I got 45 pair.
It's just such a great movie with or without the 3D. The plot is just really, really good. And
Come on, Dave. It's Zootopia.
Yeah.
You want me to sit here, drink this wine, and believe that it has a great plot?
No, it does.
Run me through it, Dave. Pitch me this movie.
All right, so this small town rabbit who grows up like on a farm in the middle of nowhere,
Christ. Keep going.
gets bullied and told.
Hold on, let me put on my 3D glasses. Maybe it'll make it better. Hold on.
All right, so this small town rabbit gets bullied in the little farm she grows up on.
Mm-hmm.
She's told never going to be anything. So then she moves to this big city metropolis of Zootopia that at first seems kind of like New York, but it's a very diverse climate and everything. And she meets up with this streetwise fox who basically just pushes her face in the mud and is like, "You're still never going to be anything."
Did it look like the Carfax fox?
Not really.
Keep going.
It's voiced by Jason Bateman, who I'm kind of lukewarm on, but I don't know why. He's in some good stuff. I don't have any reason to not like him. But anyway, so the two of them kind of team up as the rabbit is trying to make a name for herself in the police force, and the fox is just trying not to have anything to do with the rabbit, and they get tangled up in this mystery. It's great. It's really good.
All right, Dave. Do you know what cartoon movie that's coming out that I do want to see is the one about what animals do when they're by themselves at home?
I think I've seen a preview for that.
Yeah, it's funny. When you said rabbit, that's what made me think of it, because this rabbit sneezes or something and then he poops. And it was just funny to me.
Yeah. I mean, I still might see it.
We need to hit the drive-in. You know what
For
this
real.
week is, though?
What?
Captain America.
Oh yeah, but I don't want to go to the drive-in for anything that like I really expect to look really cool, because just the screen quality is not. You go to the drive-in more for the experience of being at the drive-in than you do see the movie.
Transformers was not. You were there with me.
Yeah,
you pretty much. I think you pretty much go every time I go.
Most of the time. I saw Lucy there. That was the perfect movie to see there because it's a shitty, stupid movie, and you can just make fun of it the whole time.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
is it about a rabbit and a fox in the city?
No, it was about Scarlett Johansson, and the tagline was, "You know, humans only ever use 10% of their brain maximum. What if a human could use 100% of their brain?" Which is just scientifically inaccurate. People do use their whole brain. That was a myth that died a long time ago. But they made a movie out of it recently. And it stars Scarlett Johansson. And she basically...
Which explains why you wanted to go.
Well, yeah. And she basically turns into Neo from The Matrix / God. And it's really dumb. But it's the perfect movie to make fun of at the drive-in.
Limitless was a good one of those kind of movies.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad movie. I heard there's a good show based on that, but I haven't given it a chance.
Have you been watching any of the Fear the Walking Dead?
I have not watched that, nor the original.
You're not missing anything.
Yeah, that's why I haven't watched it.
Yeah, the Fear the Walking Dead is pretty horrible. And every week I tune in and I try.
Oh.
I try really hard.
I thought you would have given up after the second episode when you were saying
I keep trying.
Horrible.
I don't know why. Because I don't know, because I'm desperate to make it work. Like every relationship I've ever had, I stay in there longer than I should.
Just hoping for the best.
Just hoping, man. Just let something happen.
Yeah. No, I feel like because I recently got the Walking Dead video game, which is supposed to be amazing, I feel like playing through that will inspire me to want to watch the original show. And it might be a while because...
but it's different. I mean, if it's even somewhat congruent with the game that I had on my phone, it's not. It doesn't go along with the show.
It might be the exact same game, and I'm fine with it if it doesn't have anything to do with the show, but it still might inspire me to do it, because I've been kind of put off from zombies for a few years now, and I could get back into it maybe.
I've been kind of put off from zombies for a few years now.
But given that that the game is probably 10 to 20 hours long on its own per season, and I have 2 seasons of it, it's probably going to be a while before I get that far.
That's how they got me on my phone, too. That's how they get you. They make you buy the new seasons. I'll tell you the truth. Today I was in the gaming section at Walmart. I don't know how I ended up over there, but when I was there, I stood there for probably 10 minutes staring at a PlayStation, trying to convince myself not to spend that money.
A PS4?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. I can just get you. Can we just get you? I can get you right now.
I'm real tempted to get one of those too, but I think once Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out on that, I'm not going to have any choice anymore.
Yeah. Final Fantasy VII remake?
Yeah, they're remaking it with updated graphics. It's going to be like pretty much the same game, but look just 20 times better.
Excellent.
Yep, and the gameplay is going to be tweaked a little bit. But that was my favorite game in the world for such a long time. I mean, I can't not play that.
I don't like, I think we've talked about this before, but Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, it's the same game makers because they use a lot of the same similar characters and stuff.
Square Enix.
Well, when they did, I like the aspect of being able to take a knee, cast a spell, another character cast a spell, somebody cast a heal. Like, I like that. And then
taking turns like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the I'll sit there literally for 2 hours and fight a boss that way. And never get bored. And but when they did the new Kingdom Hearts, they had it to where during the fight scenes you could run around and like try to hit the monster and he could hit you back. And I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, I kind of like them both, but I like what you're talking about with the turn-based a little more. And unfortunately, that's the opposite direction that the gaming industry is going now. They're going all the way away. Like, even this remake of Final Fantasy is not going to be turn-based. It's going to be action running around like that, which I don't blame them because I think you and I are the only two people who want turn-based RPGs, but it's kind of sad. I don't know. I mean, I'm still really into gaming, but almost all the major game trends that everyone's doing that's making huge money is not stuff I'm interested in. I don't like online games. I don't like shooters. I don't want to play like Smite and League of Legends and what's it called? DOD. Fucking I forget. I don't want to play those types of games. I want me against the computer or maybe someone I'm sitting next to in the room and like a story and a linear thing. I don't want open world games either. My real life is an open world. I have too many options in it. I want some direction and some motivation.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to a video game and think, I could do anything I want. What should I No. That's not why I play games.
I agree. No, I completely agree. I've never been like online gaming. That has never appealed to me.
No, because I don't have any. I don't care to be the best in the world, and I'm always either gonna get my ass kicked or kick someone's ass, and it's not fun. I want to be able to master a game.
With like Gran Turismo used to be my tea back in the day. I would spend hours on that. Definitely hours on like Silent Hill, Resident Evil. Like all of those games. I miss gaming, but I don't. I just deleted a whole bunch of games off of my phone because I spend a lot of time on them. And I'm not sure why, because it's not like a video game where it's even, you know what I mean? Like
it's just little bite-sized addictive things.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I've got a handful of them because every once in a while I have days at work where I'm working 16 hours with like 2 things to do all day. So I need something to pass the time. But I know what you mean. If
I had a PlayStation, I really would never leave the house.
Yeah.
And then everybody would be like, what happened to Regina's comedy career? And be like, PlayStation 4.
Yeah, lately I started playing Dragon Age Origins and Wolf Among Us, and both of those games have sucked me in so thoroughly. Like, I haven't done anything else with my life.
Do you have Game of Thrones on your computer now?
I have the game. I don't have the series.
Look. That's our goal. Let's binge at some point next week.
All right. I would be happy to rewatch that because, I mean, I'm completely caught up with all the latest Game of Thrones, and it is just, I mean, the first episode of the newest season I was into, but it was like, okay, let me see where this goes. The episode that aired last night, I'm completely back in. It's great. And it took me a while to get into the show at all in the first place. I watched the first season, then that was all that there was at the time, and I never really picked up the second season and so on until 4 years later maybe. But once I finally did, it's excellent. It's one of the best shows on TV. And I'd be happy because, I mean, I'm sure you've heard rumors that a lot of people die in it. I'd be happy to go back and watch with like knowing who's about to die. I'd be like, oh shit, I thought they were gonna be just save everybody, and nope.
Yeah, I definitely want to. We can totally binge it.
All right.
I don't understand.